move his legs in a good articulation fashion, that is exactly what happens. Looking at easily one of the best, no, just kidding, one of the worst S.H Figuarts I have ever owned. Here is Zorro, or Roanora Zorro. The best selection S.H Figuarts. I know what that means. That means it's your cheaper version. Comes with less accessories and so forth. I've had many cheaper versions or general releases of Dragon Ball figures that are great. This, not so much. And we're going to tell you why. So you guys know I always start my video off with negatives. But that's basically the entire video. Not just kidding, it's pretty close. This figure has a ton of negatives. So many negatives. First off, I'll start with maybe just a couple of basic ones and we'll go from there. To this piece right here gets in the way of any kind of leg articulation, period. That's it. That's what you get. Okay, on top of that, his arm looks kind of weird, a little bent here. He has shoulder or butterfly joints that are all messed up. This piece right here broke off the moment I took it out of the package. And that's not even the half of it. We'll just go ahead and start with scale because it's just too much negatives to talk about. Zorro stands at roughly about 6 inches, maybe a tad bit under, but yeah, we'll say 6 inches. We'll give him benefit of doubt since everything else is awful. Compared to other figures, as well as his English dub counterpart, which is Vegeta. Both Vegeta and Zorro are voiced by Christopher Sabat, which is one of my favorite English voice actors. Here's him next to Kaiju number 8, which looks really good, and Thorn Princess, which is not going to be able to stand on her own, so my daughter's holding her. He scales pretty well with all these figures. So now we'll discuss accessories. So looking at the box, Harmony, if you'll move Zorro, the box is pretty cool looking. I like it. I like the green accents. You know, S.H Figuarts always does really good with their box. I mean, that's why all third-party companies basically try to mimic S.H. Really good. It's funny, they show these poses. There is no way in hell, sorry, my language, but there's no way you're going to get him to get in that pose, period. Not without him falling apart. I'll show you shortly. So he comes with one head swap that holds the swords. This piece that just says L on it, I'm going to guess it's something for his left arm. He comes with this hand, open hand, comes with 2 of those, as well as the hands that can hold the swords and 2 fists. I'm not even going to take these out of the package. Yeah, I lied. I'll take them out of the package. So here is that face that holds the swords. It's really good face. I love what they did in here. It has a little connector piece right there to where it actually holds the sword in its mouth, which is kind of a cool thing. If you've seen the show, it's what he does. And these are the 3 swords it comes with. And if I can find the white sword here, there's that little slit that goes inside his mouth. So it's a cool little setup for being a basically general release, or the best selections is what they call it. And here's the figure in question. It's like an interrogation on this thing. And I mean, for a figure that just sits here like this, it looks great. But, you know, if you wanted a S.H Figuarts to just sit there and look like this, you would just buy a statue. That's not what they're for. They're for a lot of their posability and put them in great poses and mimic scenes from the show. But let me just show you here, if I can show you a little bit of his articulation. So if I immediately take his arm here, okay, oh, well, you know, it didn't pop off, and you see it right there. If I try to go back with his hand, well, it won't. It does that. Falls right out. So now he is a armless Zorro. Okay, fine, whatever. Okay, this arm's fine, I think. I say that and probably fall off in a sec. But that seems normal. That's fine. Once you get these swords out, they're a pain to get in. I don't even want to mess with it. Even for the video, I don't want to even show you how much of a pain it is to get those in. But if you try to move his legs in a good articulation fashion, that is exactly what happens. It falls apart completely just by one move of the leg here. And then you're having to try to maneuver it to put it back together. Okay, if I wanted a model kit, I would have bought a model kit. I wanted a S.H Figuarts, and this basically feels like a model kit, or honestly close to even a Star or Anime Heroes. I don't know, maybe those even made a little better than this one. I mean, there's zero articulation here. His hand doesn't fit, or his arm don't fit back in there unless you give it just the right push. There we go. And oh, what do you know? He's back together, and that's about as much as you're going to get from him. This is going to be my shortest review because it is my most annoying review. This is by far the worst S.H Figuarts I've ever owned. Harmony, what do you think? Exactly. Big thumbs down. And I really want it to be a cool figure because I have the Luffy, which it's great. I don't have any issues with it per se, other than a few articulation problems, but nothing like this. It's, I guess, quality control. It's awful. I mean, SH already did it where they had the trunks that they put his torso on backwards. And now you have something like this. Like, let's do a little better here. You know, it's, if your name's attached to it, which obviously it is, Tamashii Nations, then make sure you give it all. Give it your all. Give it 100%. Make better figures. I'll talk about paint. I mean, you know what? Paint looks great. I'll give them that. It looks good. It looks like him. I do like the paint on it. It's fine. So for that, I'll give that, I don't know, for paint being maybe a 4 out of 10. I'm literally putting this figure as a 4 out of 10. Harmony, what would you call it?
1.
A 1 out of 10. Wow. I thought she was nicer than me. So this is by far the worst figure, but you know what? Hey, it shows that I can't always be positive. Or can I? I gotta find something positive about this figure. The swords are cool. There we go. Yeah, his face sculpt's pretty decent. Okay, anyways, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.